Hello. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. We are going to do a quick haul today. I've had these products for quite some time and I did not want to use them until I had showed you them. It is not often that I buy makeup. There are a few things in here that were impulse purchases and we will talk about them when I get to them. But for the most part, a majority of these were bought out of a replacement necessity. So I'm going to start first with my free things because I did get 2 free perfume samples, which I wanted a lot. This is not a perfume sample, that's cardboard. Dumb. This is a perfume sample. I got the Viktor and Rolf, I think that's how you say it, the Flower Balm. I get advertised this specific perfume on my Pandora a lot, and then I wanted to try the Jo Malone brand. I know they're really expensive, but I also know that their fragrances are really good. And I have the Nectarine, Blossom, and Honey. I like really floral and sweet, like fruity scents. Floral, fruity, those are my preferred scents. I've tried some spicy ones. I had I don't remember. It's a really popular one. The replica one, the Jazz Club one, I think. It was in another sample that I've gotten before. And I liked the scent, but it was really overpowering on me. So I feel like my body chemistry handles fruity, floral scents a lot better. I feel like they wear a lot better on me and last a lot longer. So I wanted to try both of these because both of the scents were just right up my alley. I did pick up some skincare. I typically try to keep two moisturizers and 2 cleansers at a time, and I've been out of my second moisturizer for quite some time now. I did have the e.l.f. peptide one, and I decided to try the peptide moisturizer from the Inky list. So I have that one. I am really excited to try out. And then I got the oat cleansing balm from Good Molecules, and I've heard mixed reviews on it. I always usually, if I'm going to do like a cleansing balm, I always do a second cleanse anyway. And I feel like a lot of the negative reviews have been towards this not rinsing well off of the skin. I don't know if that will bother me yet. I'll just have to try it and I will get back to you. Probably the one thing that I did open for my makeup today, because I'm completely out. I'm out of my mascara. I got the Sephora, I've like ripped this to shreds. Sephora favorites, Marc Jacobs Milk, Anastasia, Ilia, and the Lancôme Monsieur Big. Why do I want to say Big? The Monsieur Big. There we go. I know that the Lancôme one, I believe, is one of my friend Mia's favorites, and I think a lot of people like the Marc Jacobs as well. I have tried the Milk one, and that's the one that I decided to grab for today. It's not irritating my eyes. I do have a hair in my eye, but that's not the mascara's fault. I have tried the Milk one before when I made a rather large Milk purchase in the past, so I thought that would be a good one to start with. So I have that. I am probably going to use these one at a time, so I'm going to just use the Milk until it either starts irritating my eyes. If it will do that again, I don't know, or until I run out of it. So those are my 2 options. And then, which one should I go for next? I got a sunscreen, and I got the Innisfree Daily UV Defense Sunscreen because I want to start using the sunscreen more. This one I believe is for sensitive skin, and the reason why I don't typically use sunscreen is I break out every single time I use one. Like all over my chin, I just get like, it looks like a rash, but they're tiny little pimples, and I just don't like that. And I would like to protect my skin more. I don't want to get sun damage. So I'm hoping that this will be a hit for me. If you guys have any suggestions on sensitive skin sunscreens, please let me know. It's just something that I've noticed anytime I use any sort of sunscreen, face sunscreen, body and face sunscreen, sensitive skin sunscreen. I think there was a Neutrogena one that was a sensitive skin sunscreen, still had a reaction. So I'm hoping that this one does me right. This is the only thing that I bought out of Impulse, and it was between this and another eyeshadow quint. Nope, this is a quint. Nope, this is a quad. Me struggling with numbers. Okay, this is the Aether Beauty Topaz Mini Crystal Palette. I haven't really been opening anything to show you guys, so let me just do that real quick. I got it. So the packaging is a lot thicker than I initially thought it would be. It is, ooh, I dropped a piece of plastic. This is what it looks like. It's very small. I don't know how it's going to perform yet. It's an all shimmer palette, and I've been fine doing all shimmer looks lately, so I don't think it is that big of an issue. And the other palette, the other eyeshadow, it's not a palette, the other eyeshadow I was thinking of getting was a Kaja Bento box. So I really don't need any more eyeshadow, but it was kind of like a weak spot. This was on sale, and I was like, I want to try the Aether Beauty formula. All of their larger palettes like look very appealing to me, but they aren't an inexpensive brand, but they're not an expensive brand. So I just wanted to try this because I know that even if I don't like the formula, I justified it to myself, and I don't feel bad about the purchase, but I didn't need this. So if you guys have any experience with the Aether Beauty formula, please let me know down below. I'm interested, to say the least, because all of their palettes look just so pretty. They're a really pretty brand. So I picked that up. Next, I got the Bite Beauty Changemaker Supercharged Micellar Foundation, and in hindsight, I think I got this a shade too dark. I got it in the shade L40, and I think it was L45. I even asked my husband, I was like, out of these two, and after I had already purchased the L40, I asked my husband, I was like, honey, between these two foundation shades, which one do you think I'm closer to? And he picked the one that I obviously did not buy. So we shall see. I do have a white mixer that can lighten this. It is supposed to be a neutral undertone, and I don't know how that's gonna work because I'm neutral leaning olive, and I'm not pink, and I'm not orange. I'm like a yellow greeny undertone. I've had trouble finding foundations that actually match my undertone in the past, so I decided to go with the Bite one because I like a more natural finish, leaning dewy. I don't like a heavy coverage, but I don't like a skin tint. If I'm going to do light coverage, I'm just going to do concealer over my dark spots. I'm not wearing foundation today, I'm just wearing concealer. I would rather do a light medium to medium coverage than a light or heavy or full coverage. So, and a lot of people that I have been following for a long time have raved about this foundation, and I have one foundation that is actually I can make close to my skin tone. So I just wanted to try it out. These were probably my most needed products, and obviously I use the word needed loosely because I don't need any of these products. Like I said previously, I like to keep 2 of things, and I recently started using my bronzer in a different way, and I have started breaking out where I've been using my bronzer. So I've actually taken a break from this when I've been doing my makeup, and I've been dipping into another brown powder, which could be used as a bronzer, and I didn't need to buy a new bronzer if that was the case, but I like a glowy bronzer. I like the finish of my butter bronzer. I like the glow that it gives. I like the satin glowiness that it gives. And one of my good friends here on the platform, and I think in real life, I think we're good friends, Ruby did a review on the Glowish line that Huda Beauty just came out with, and I am honestly not positive what shades in this bronzer she got. I think she got the 3rd shade. I got the 2nd shade because, and I'll show you, there's light parts in the pan that's like a luminous powder, like a highlighter that mixes with the bronzer, and online I was very worried that because this is marbled, that if I got the lightest shade that I would have more light glow than I would the pigment, and that it wasn't going to be dark enough. So I got the 2nd one. This is medium, and I think I made a good choice. I think if I would have went down, it would just be too light for me. So I'm glad that I went a shade up. And then I have completely flattened my Milk Makeup Baked Mini. I've completely flattened it. Like, I have to like get in there to get any product and like scoop it now. And I'm just, I want to move on to a different cream bronzer. I've heard tremendous things about this Say bronzer. It's probably one of the only Say products I've heard tremendous things about. And oh my god. And I think I again got this in the 2nd shade, and I have swatched this one because I was worried that it was going to be too dark, and it doesn't look like it's going to be too dark. It shears out very beautifully when I tested it on the back of my hand, because I haven't used any of these yet, like actually apply them. So I wanted to do this so I could actually play with them, so you guys know, hey, I got new makeup and you're gonna be seeing it. And I also like to make sure that I'm not promoting like consumption for the sake of consumption on my channel. I think that's really important. I really want to make sure that I take an approach to buying things like Hannah Louise Poston. I like having a small collection, and I have priorities in my life that, like, monetary priorities in my life that don't revolve around makeup. Even though I love makeup and makeup is an amazing escape for me, I just always want to make sure that I'm conveying to you guys that I am not going to be like a review channel, and I think that that's something to vocalize, especially when I'm doing a haul, that just because I have like a bunch of new makeup does not mean that I'm going to always bring in this amount of makeup. I have not bought anything besides this since March, and March I made a Milani order. I had some hits and I had some misses, but since then I've really just used the stuff that I've gotten new, and I've just really been enjoying them, and I haven't felt the need to actually buy anything new until I actually started panning my bronzer, and I want to use sunscreen more, and I was breaking out from my other bronzer, and I ran out of my mascara. So I feel like I was true to the stuff that I needed to buy, and this is the last thing that I bought, and it was this Fenty Beauty Kilowatt. Yeah, the Kilowatt in Freestyle. Oh, no, the shade is... Oh, I've got Me, Money, and Hustla Baby. Me and money and hustler, baby. And I got this because the only powder highlighter I have, all my highlighters are liquid. I have one powder highlighter that works for my skin tone, and I don't like it. It is in a BH palette, and I don't like the formula, and I wanted to try something that I know a lot of people like, and I wanted a powder highlighter. And it was something that was missing in my collection. It wasn't something that was oversaturated in my collection. An example of something that would have been a complete and utter waste for me to get would have been blush. I have a plethora of blushes. It's ridiculous how many blushes I have. Or liquid highlight. I have a lot of them. Are there ones that I want? Absolutely. But I don't need them right now. They're not something that I need to replace. Everything that I have hauled today is something that has either filled a gap. Everything has filled a gap. This has filled a gap. This has filled a gap. This is going to fill a gap because I'm probably going to end up decluttering this to one of my sisters because I like the finish that this gives. I like the smell, but my skin's just sensitive to it, and I'm not going to keep using it if I am going to keep breaking out. This has filled a spot. My skincare has filled a spot. My mascara has filled a spot. The only thing, like I said, that I feel like was an impulse purchase for me was the Aether Beauty. So overall, I think that I did really well. And this is actually part 1 of part 2. I have another haul coming up this week. I will, I'll probably just film it right after this one because I'm liking my makeup. But I'll talk more in there about purchasing and purchasing habits and stuff like that, because it's something that is really important to me. Money management and spending my money wisely and making sure that I am not getting things that are going to go unused in my collection is important to me, and things that are not going to go unused in my life is important to me. So this is my haul, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did, make sure you give this video a thumbs up, like, and subscribe. Tell me any new makeup that you guys have gotten recently. I'd love to see what you're picking up, and if there's anything that I hauled today that you have opinions on, good or bad, please be sure to let me know. I would love to hear about it. And I will see you guys in the next one.